Our chief foreign correspondent Ian Pannell is there in Israel and has the latest for us. Good morning, Ian.
Yeah, good morning again, Robin. We're actually on an Israeli military base not far from the border with Gaza. You can hear drones, helicopters in the air, and the sound of bombardment in Gaza. You can see the military vehicles, hundreds of soldiers here. Some have already been in Gaza, some about to deploy. And until there is a deal for a humanitarian pause, the soldiers here say they're going to carry on fighting.
This morning, the battle for Gaza City. New video released by Hamas claiming to show fierce clashes there. ABC News can't confirm when or where these images were filmed. The Israeli military also releasing videos they say shows their expanding operations on the ground and in the air, unleashing a mass exodus of people fleeing to the south of Gaza along a civilian evacuation corridor opened for a few hours Wednesday. 50,000 in all, according to the Israeli military, as the death toll soars, including more than 4,300 children, according to the Hamas-run health ministry. This comes amid ongoing negotiations for the release of some of the 239 hostages taken during the October 7th massacre of more than 1,400 in Israel. A source in the Prime Minister's office telling ABC News Israel is considering a plan by Egypt and Qatar for a humanitarian pause in exchange for a hostage release. No deal so far, but a Hamas spokesperson saying they are open to a potential deal.
We are ready to release all the civilians and foreigners in accepting an immediate comprehensive ceasefire along the whole Gaza Strip.
Prime Minister Netanyahu ruling that out, saying there'll be no ceasefire without the release of our hostages. And for their families, a long, agonizing wait. Rachel Goldberg's son, Hirsch, is one of the missing.
His last cell phone signal was October 7th at 10:25 in the morning inside of Gaza, and that is it. The end. Nothing. Silence.
Hirsch was kidnapped during the deadly attack on the Nova Music Festival. This is one of the last images of him. He lost part of his arm when grenades were thrown into the shelter where he was hiding.
It is a long, long time for families not to sleep, to be in a frantic state of fear and terror and trauma. And that's where we are. That's our life.
Well, we're hearing that that border crossing, the Rafah border crossing into Egypt, may well have opened just again to allow injured Palestinians out and the flow of humanitarian aid in. As far as a pause goes, for the Israeli government, they say they've done it twice to allow 2 pairs of hostages out, but clearly some sticking point about how many hostages will be released. And until that happens, the fighting goes on. Rebecca?
Okay, Ian, thank you. And we're going to go now to Matt Rivers, who's at a border crossing between Egypt and Israel as critical aid prepares to go into Gaza. Good morning, Matt.
Yeah, good morning, guys. For the first time, we're here at the Nitzana border crossing between Israel and Egypt, and this is aid that is bound for Gaza. Any aid that goes into Gaza must come through this checkpoint to get inspected under the terms of this agreement. And it's an intensive process because Israel is looking at every single one of these trucks, making sure that there's nothing Hamas can use in its war. Of course, they're looking for things like munitions, but Israel also says it's looking for things that they call dual-use materials, things like building supplies, for example, that Hamas could use to reinforce the tunnels that its fighters use. About 750 trucks just like this one have gotten in so far, but aid groups say that's a drop in the bucket, guys, of what's actually needed.
Okay, Matt, thanks. Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.